appeal to the voters in Batu Lintang, as I'm confident that the Batu Lintang voters who are more educated, who are more aware socially, politically, that these issues of saving Sarawak from corruption, from abuse of power, these are the duties, these are the responsibilities, and these are the conviction of the voters in Batu Lintang. But we are not to neglect the local issues that are faced by the voters and the constituents in Batu Lintang. This is the promise that I can give to everybody in Batu Lintang. If I'm elected as the State Assemblyman for Batu Lintang, I'll set up an office, a service center to serve you, a service center within the Batu Lintang constituency with a full-time staff at least to serve you. The office will be open for at least 6 days a week to get all your feedbacks, to see what are the things that we can do for you. Of course, myself will also be offering my service at the service center, as the service center we have in Third Mile at the moment. But in order that we can ensure that your voices are heard by us, by me, to bring the issues to the State Assembly, to bring the issues to the respective departments, we'll set up a council. The members in Gardaland, the members in PKR, we intend to set up this council, which will comprise of representatives from each localities within Batu Lintang. And we will have regular meetings, we will sort your views to formulate policies, to identify the issues within the constituencies, and to bring these issues to all these departments and the State Assembly. And after we have brought up all these issues, every 6 months, we'll fix a day when we will have a meeting that is open to everybody in Batu Lintang. That you come back, we are going to report to you what we have done every 6 months. What are the issues that have been brought up? What are the letters that we have written? What are the issues that we brought up in the State Assembly? To make sure that you are fully informed of your State Assemblyman that is dedicated to work for you, that is committed to the job. It's part of the 10 promises that I'm giving, that I'm offering to you as a candidate who is contesting in this state election to represent you in Batu Lintang. But I believe that as a representative for Batu Lintang, his job, his responsibility is not limited to just Batu Lintang, but we have to look at the wider scope. We have to cover the issues in Kuching, and we are actually looking at the whole of Sarawak. That I can promise you that it is going to be a State Assemblyman that all Batu Lintang constituents will be proud of. The main issue that are faced by the Bandar Kuching, and in particular Batu Lintang constituents, such as flooding, drainage, traffic jams, these are caused by the poor planning and management of the councils of the cities. That is what the issue, but this is the main issue, and that these are the reasons why we look at Kuching, and we want to bring up this issue to all these councils. For Sarawak, as we have said earlier, that Sarawak is in such a bad shape that we have to come out together to save Sarawak. One of the things that we have to look at is, of course, to scrutinize and to make sure that the state government is doing things to advance the Sarawakians' interest within Malaysia. And that is the reason why, if Pakatan Rakyat comes to power, we intend to make sure that 20% of the petroleum royalty will be given back to Sarawak instead of only 5% as it is now. We are certain that the 15% extra will make sure that all Sarawakians will be taken care of in health, in education, in all the aspects that are affecting Sarawakians. And the next thing that I'll make it my personal conviction is to advocate for the freedom of information by pushing for the enactment of an ordinance for the freedom of information, making Sarawak the third state after Selangor and Penang to have the freedom of information laws. And we will certainly push for the divisional and municipal government elections to improve accountability and service quality of the local councils. We will continuously push for divisional and municipal government elections to ensure and to improve accountability and service qualities of the local councils. And a sustainable forest policies is most important because of the lack of forest resources that we have at this time. So, Selangor, the state government that is under Pakatan Rakyat, has already enacted their forest degazetting law despite the lack of forests in Selangor and competition for land for all the other users. But we are to make sure that we will have better ordinances and enactments to protect the resources that we have, the forest resources that we have. And we are, of course, committed to make sure that we reform. Our reforms include the land law reforms. This is important. We have fought so many cases, so many of the cases in the court affecting the rights of the local natives, the rights of the indigenous people on their native Kashmir rights land. The law has to be totally revamped to make sure there is proper protection and management of our land. That land must be given back to the people. Everybody should be able to survive on their land, should have such acreage of land that is sufficient for their livelihood, and to continue their customary practice over the land, over the forests, over the rivers that they have. And even for the urban constituents, we have all the time facing problems of land premiums. That is why there is a promise by the Pakatan Rakyat that if we become the government, there's automatic renewal of land, and the period will be increased from the present 60 years to 99 years. That is a commitment from Pakatan Rakyat. That is a commitment from myself, and that is my commitment and my promise to all the constituents in Lintang. Thank you.